It is October, so a lot of people are focused on pumpkin patches, Halloween, but this month means something else to others. This is both Down Syndrome Awareness Month as well as Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. These are topics that are often not talked about very much, but it can do a lot of good to share stories and struggles with other people. And here to do just that, Patty, Lisa, and Addie Snedden-Kisting. Thank you to all three of you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, Patty, you have been really vocal about these topics that historically have been kind of taboo and made people uncomfortable, right?
Absolutely.
Why do you think it's important to talk about them?
Specifically for pregnancy and infant loss awareness, I think that connection and support for individuals who are navigating the unknown and something that has typically been, you grieve in silence, you don't talk about it, and for them to feel less alone, connection and support, no matter what journey you're on, makes it a little bit more palatable and a little less alone.
Absolutely. So tell us about Hudson, your son.
Yep. Hudson was born in 2018. We were able to spend about 45 minutes with him before he passed away. And since then, we've done a lot with just navigating, I call it the road less traveled, but navigating that journey of grief and loss and how they can coexist. And there's no right recipe for how you handle grief and loss, and you can still honor them and celebrate them however you feel, whether it's through acts of kindness and service and telling your story, but it's also okay if that looks different for you and it's in silence or with your grief and anger.
Absolutely. How has it been, and either one of you can jump in and answer, so Lisa, feel free. Things like this can be really, really tough on your relationship as a couple.
Yeah, I think we both navigate diagnoses and loss a little bit differently. I would say mine's more outwardly and vocal about it, and Lisa's probably more internal with it.
Yeah, and we're talking about Down syndrome as well, and so it's this intersection for you guys of grief and loss with regard to Hudson, and then also navigating the world of being parents to a child with a disability.
Oh yes, October, is Down Syndrome Awareness Month, and we get to be the moms to this fiercely independent, spunky, full of personality little girl who rocks an extra chromosome. Can you say hi?
Hi. They're talking about you.
Yes.
Look up here, we're seeing pictures of you.
Addie.
That is so cool.
Yes.
Okay, fiercely independent, a little bit sassy.
Oh, very much so.
Okay, what have you guys learned along the way? A phrase that I really like as a parent of a child with a disability is, you don't know what you don't know.
You really don't. No. You kind of dive headfirst into this world of disability, and you learn a lot through support and connection and advocacy. And our children are my biggest teachers when it comes to advocating on their behalf and advocating for people outside of our family too. So other individuals with Down syndrome, and so you definitely learn a lot in the journey to ask questions, to speak up, to use your voice, but it's a journey that I would walk over and over again because she is the greatest gift we never knew we needed.
Yeah, absolutely, and because you have two other children as well.
Cooper and Trice, so it's a busy household.
I don't know how you two do it, honestly. You have some books, and I think this is a really cool thing to educate our viewers about all of the ways that we can teach all kids about differences.
Yes, so every year we try to do something around Down syndrome awareness, whether it's during World Down Syndrome Day or during the month of October. And there's a lot of resources out there. One of the things that we like to do is provide books to schools or to individuals that want to be able to have a conversation, to learn about differences, to learn about disabilities. We celebrate differences in our home because everyone is unique, and we just think it's a really neat thing for kids to be able to have.
What are you seeing in terms of impact? I mean, Trice is still little.
9 months.
But
yes.
Within your family, what do you see? And I mean, like extended family and your other child, in terms of who they're becoming as people and how people are changed by having a family member who has a disability. it has far-reaching impact.
Cooper, he loves Addie.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
close.
Would do any, yes, very close. Cooper's there, you know, somewhere. Addie's right there, right behind him.
Yeah.
So he started to talk earlier than what Addie did, so I think that helped Addie, you know, communicate better and a little bit faster than, you know, she was doing. So, and Trice, she loves her brothers.
Yeah,
Loves them. So
You see mommy on TV?
And I would say right now, I mean, Cooper doesn't know any different. He loves
Right.
his sister. And I think that's pretty great just to have that. And I know that they'll grow up and be more empathetic and kinder and caring and inclusive. Research studies have been done about siblings to individuals with disabilities and how much more compassionate and empathetic they are to the world.
Yeah, going to change the world.
They will.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, let's leave our viewers with this. What's the biggest thing you want them to take away?
I think that there's resources in the community. So for Down syndrome awareness, you know, talk to your children, volunteer in your community, reach out to the supports that are out there like Gigi's Playhouse and the Down Syndrome Diagnosis Network, Ruby's Rainbow. And then for pregnancy and infant loss, there's also a lot of supports out there for families navigating that unimaginable as well. No Foot Too Small is hosting the Wave of Light, which is on October 15th, which is a candlelight vigil to honor angels. And then there's also Fletcher's Foundation, there's the Mercy One walk this weekend, just to know you're not alone. And there are other families that have navigated some of this journey as well. And just to celebrate Down syndrome, and I call it Down Syndrome Appreciation Month because I appreciate
I like that
There
better,
you go.
yes,
Because
all right.
she's pretty fantastic and has made such a huge impact on all of our friends. And she's just the world to so many people.
Yes, awesome. All right, hey Addie, thanks for being here.
Can you say bye?
Bye.
See you later.
Okay, thank you, ladies. We'll have all of this information on our website as well, who13.com, and we'll be right back.